This company is building an AI version of Netflix. It looks like Netflix, but all the shows are made with AI. And here's the crazy part. These aren't just movies and TV shows that you watch. They're actually interactive, where you as the viewer can become a character and even generate your own episodes. The company's called Fable, and it turns out they might have just invented a whole new category of entertainment. Now, 2 years ago, Fable went super viral for recreating South Park with AI. You could just type in the plot for any South Park episode, and boom, they could generate it from scratch. The characters, the sounds, the scenes, everything. It was pretty incredible. Now, the South Park stunt was just a demo, but it was also the seed for something much bigger, playable shows. And this is where things get wild. On Fable's showrunner platform, new shows aren't just episodes that you watch, they're more like worlds that get created for viewers to build on top of. Each show has a unique design aesthetic and things like characters, environments, locations, and plots. But here's the difference. Viewers can dive into the show's world and make their own episodes. They can add themselves as characters, turn real locations into scenes, and even come up with their own alternate endings. And this means every show has a base world and hero episodes, and then thousands of spin-offs, sequels, and fan versions combining together to build out the cinematic universe. And if you're into business, here's the cool part. For all those fan spin-offs, there's a revenue split back to the original creator, the one that had dreamed up the original world in the first place. So for example, let's say you dreamed up the original cinematic world for Game of Thrones, and your small team produced the first couple dozen episodes. If you added that show on Fable, millions of fans around the world could build on top of your original IP. And how great would that have been to get alternate endings of the real Game of Thrones? Now, it's still early days for this technology, but Amazon just invested in Fable, so it looks like this is going to be a thing. I think Fable just sneakily invented a whole new category of playable content.